Oh, hi, didn't see you come in there. Welcome to round one of the 2026 season GXUK Prokarts. Hope you enjoy the video. I'll see you on track. So yes, something new for 2026. Huge thanks to this legend here for selling me a kart, Steve Groves. This legend here, Richard Mountain Baxter, for preparing it for me. And this legend here for lending me a go-kart engine. So it's not actually my first time in the Prokart. I did the Macy Cup, but conditions you could say were not representative of normal dry running. These are what the conditions were like. First time ever on wets. It was an absolute. It was brilliant. It was an absolute laugh. I've decided that I'm going to have a go for the full season. So I bought myself a second engine, and we are go. There's me in the white kart there. Sort of beautiful looking kart. The reason it's beautiful is because I didn't put it together. So sit back, enjoy the ride. I think it's probably what you're supposed to say. GXUK Senior Prokarts for the first time ever. Round one, Whilton Mill. See you out on track. What have you got there, Jacob? You've got a sausage, haven't you?
A few inches of sausage.
Yeah. Where's it going to go?
Well, it needs to go in the hot dog, surely. No, it's got to go right here.
Yeah.
Stealing his own tape.
We're using his own tape to sausages.
It's got me so.
It was her idea.
Stick it out.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more great content.
Yeah.
How do we do this?
It's highbrow content, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
if we...
There you go.
You need some support from the
Right,
hold
yeah.
It's coming.
There he is.
Active aero.
Oh, he's got sidetracked.
I go and ask him about cigarettes.
Yes.
Ask him what his favourite cigarette is.
Look
Might need to re-safety scooter near that.
He just said he spent £200 on the sticker kit. We've improved it for you, mate.
Is it cold?
No, it's warm.
Is it? Oh!
You've now just got a glory
Wow.
hole on your cage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's race day. So much has happened already. We've had some fun with the sausage. We've had practice, which obviously means I've come to the car to get some painkillers. Rib hurts. And I went up on tyre pressures and it felt good. Kart felt a little bit more stable compared to yesterday. Not sure what's going to happen. Sort of past 3 laps. Practice is only 3 laps. Kart and tyre pressures felt good in those 3 laps, but obviously the races are a lot longer, so I don't want to overheat the tyres. I'm probably going to stick with it and see how it feels by the end of heat 1, and then go from there. So yeah, here it is, running the 27, and this beautiful livery that Richard Mountain Baxter put on. It wouldn't have looked like this if I'd done it, but got it all sorted, got it all built up, got new tyres on rims, and we headed out for morning briefing. There is Tom Butler of Butler Customs. There he is. I think he's having a... What's that? Looks like a hash brown that he's having there. And here are some handsome racing drivers. There we are. So, race 1, heat 1. We're starting P3 behind the 99 kart, and the pole side of the grid gets away really well. There's Nick Williams on my left-hand side, sorry, my right-hand side. But we managed to make the jump on him straight away. And now we're up the inside of the 99 kart and into Christmas Corner. He's still there. We give him a little room.
That might be Kiri
and we do, in fact, make it through. So, really pleased with that. P3 to P1. Now, I've got to get my head down and see if I can make any kind of gap on the karts behind, because there are a huge number of extremely talented people in this grid. I think there was 19 of us racing in today's class. Let's have a look at what's going on behind.
Where, as we cross the lines, we've got contact in Chapman in the Prokarts. That's the 3 in the 99. 3 off, regaining. It's the joint. Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, so I was blissfully unaware of all of that. Just driving along nice and calmly, but it was all kicking off behind. So it's a bit of an opportunity now. As we're going to go across the start-finish line, I do have a chance to turn around and see who's behind me. who is behind me is Peter Scott, the champion from last year, riding the #1 kart. So I've got a lot of work to do to ensure that I can maintain my lead. It's not going to be easy. Peter Scott is an extremely fast man, and yeah, it's just going to be head down now. You can see just up ahead there are some other karts. Now we are leading, but I should explain. GX Prokarts. There's 19 of us registered, or no, 20 registered for the championship. I believe it was 19. Was it 19? I don't know how many people turned up today. Actually, maybe I should look these things up before I do the voiceover. I went to the pub twice yesterday. 2 different groups of people. So this is going to be this voiceover is probably not going to be high quality. But yeah, so what we've got ahead of us are the Mod 160. So essentially we run 2 unrestricted GX200 engines. They produce, depending on the dyno, I don't know, say like 9 horsepower each. Depends on the dyno. Some of them say 8.5, some of them say 9.5, but I mean, they're basically all the same. Around about 9 horsepower. The modified 160s, they are, as the name suggests, modified engines, and they produce a little bit more. I believe they produce a little bit more, like 11 horsepower. So they start ahead of us on the grid, we wouldn't normally be catching them up, but we are just actually beginning to catch the back of the Mod 160s quite early into this race. So at this point in the race, I'm beginning to think this could be a bit of a problem here. Because if we do catch them, and it does look like we are catching them at a reasonable rate of knots, if we do catch them, we're going to have to pass them unless they decide to just let us through, which would be ideal. If we do catch them, there's potentially the case that we're going to get held up. Peter Scott behind is going to have me. So really, I'm a little bit nervous about this. It's all right at the moment. We've got plenty of real estate between myself and the kart ahead. In a minute, you're going to be able to hear the engine of the kart ahead. These modified 160s make an amazing noise, and they make a very loud noise as well. So when you get up to the back of them, it's almost deafening. You can't hear your own engine. No chance of hearing your own engine at all. But yeah, it does look like, as we don't bother with the apex there, waste of time getting apexes, isn't it? It does look like we are getting a little bit closer, and probably on the next lap we are now then going to start to have to think about making a move, considering how quickly we've caught up to them. Yeah, so here we are, Mod 14, we're at the back. He doesn't necessarily know, well, he might know, but he doesn't necessarily know that we're going to be, we're not in the same class. So we've got a little bit of slipstream here. We're going to go up the inside, but he actually brakes very late, and yeah, he just sees us. But we're now definitely going to be hemorrhaging time, and we can't afford to do that when we've got a quality field behind us. We actually get a really good run out the corner. Let's give him a little nudge there, and he waves us through, so that's good. But then he kind of hangs it around the outside, and we just make a little bit of contact. We're fine, we both get through and everything. I'm not really sure why he hung it around the outside though. Probably quicker for both of us if he had just sort of let us go there. We've got another mod ahead of us now. I think it's number 24, mod 24, and he is very unlikely to realise that we are not in the same class. He may well feel that it's this guy behind who has caught him up and is trying to overtake him. So again, this is going to be a bit of a problem. But the good news is Mod 14 is now behind us. They can almost act as a rear gunner for us, because Peter Scott, and then I believe it's Christian Bellaby, Ewan Rayner, Simon Fuller, these sorts of guys, Rich Melton Baxter, all these really quick guys who are behind us will also now have to overtake. Now I have been looking over my shoulder. I know you can't see it, you can't see my face, but I have been looking over my shoulder, and actually the gap in this race is beginning to increase between myself and the karts behind. So don't worry, I'm not going to show you the whole race. After we overtake this guy, it's not a great watch, to be honest, so I'm going to skip it forward. Save your time. You people don't have time to waste watching a 40-year-old man drive around in circles. I'm not quite 40 yet, actually. I'm nearly 40. Yeah, look, what are we going to do? We're getting quite close to him again. We're probably catching him at a similar rate to the drive that we've just overtaken. Yeah, behind, although you can't see it, Peter Scott, Ewan Rayner and Christian Bellaby are having a brilliant battle. and it's a brilliant watch. I'm sure that they all enjoyed it immensely, and I'm enjoying it immensely as well, because they're slowing each other down by having this battle, and it's allowing me just simply to sort of drive off into the distance. Now, we turned up on Saturday. That footage right at the start that you saw, that was a little bit of Steve Grove's footage from Saturday testing. In Prokarts, you pay we go wide there, so I'll talk about that in just a moment. You shouldn't do that at Whilton Mill. You shouldn't go on that rumble strip. It's horrible. It's really, in fact, there's a moment later on in some of the heats where you can see a driver just in front of me getting airborne by not hugely airborne, but yeah, airborne nonetheless, into hitting that rumble strip. So this guy is not exactly slow, but we've just had our rhythm broken. We can't quite brake where we want to brake. That means that we're carrying an unfamiliar amount of speed in at the apex. That means I'm getting on the gas not quite at the right time. So we're not exactly losing loads of time here, but my rhythm is just a little bit broken. That's a little bit better. We are much closer now. If we can get a good run through turns 1 and 2, then I reckon it's on up into Christmas corner here. And yeah, he just gets a slide out on the exit. You see how his rear was just wiggling around on the exit? Yeah, that's going to cost him time all the way up this straight. It's actually really important. I'm going to demonstrate this later on in the race. If you get a slide on mid to exit of turn 2, you are punished all the way up that hill. The video doesn't really show this, but up to Christmas corner is a huge hill, and we're now going down a hill as well. And this is a very tricky braking zone. We're at the bottom of the hill now, so it's kind of like got a couple of off-camber corners here. Christmas corner is amazing. You can brake really late. But they've got some very tricky corners here. Anyway, nothing else happens in this heat. I'm going to skip it forward to the end. And there we are, P1.
And then Tom Angier will be the winner in the GX Prokarts, coming home night.
Yeah, got some children there celebrating. This is my winning face. Yeah, so at least I wasn't a smug prick about it. Anyway, we're starting heat 2 in P6, and again the left hand side of the grid gets a really great start, and we're actually up into P3. I was able to use all of that rumble strip and go around the guys who were pinched narrow on the inside. We've got 73 karts just ahead of us here. He defends on the inside. We go sort of semi-defensive as well, and down the hill now. This is a very tricky braking zone here, because it is downhill and it's slightly off camber, but we've made the move. So yeah, really happy with that. Again, it's a fantastic start. And we've got Christian Bellaby up in to the lead as well. Where did he start? Was he third or something? I don't know. Probably should have looked before I started the voiceover. But it's going to be very, very tricky to catch Christian. Basically, the top 4 drivers in the first heat, we were within something like, a few hundredths of a second of each other. So it's going to be very, very difficult to catch Christian. He's got, I would estimate here, around about a 2-second lead over me at the start here. And unless something happens, unless something dramatic happens, it's going to be very difficult to get him. We've got some yellow flags though, haven't we? Actually, it will become clear in a moment. Something dramatic is going to happen. I'll show you what happens in a moment. We've got a few mods off. We've got, is that someone on the right hand side there? I believe we've got someone with a mechanical failure around about this point here, but something a little bit more dramatic is about to happen. By the way, I should say Simon Fuller, who I've raced at Daytona with Simon, Club 100 and GXUK. He got the fastest lap in Heat 1, so well done to Simon. He was rapid all weekend actually. I think Prokarts his driving style obviously really suits the Prokarts, so he was rapid all weekend, and he's got a video out as well, so look out for that. Right, there we are, just at the top of the screen. That's Richard Melton Baxter, who has found the tyre barrier. Now, this is a big hit. I'm going to have a look at it now.
Brakes are gone.
your leg out. It's sticking there with bait.
Nothing happened. I'm good. I'll get in the car and drive it back.
He's had a brake failure. I'm going to take him up the bank. He wants to drive back, but I don't think it's safe to do that, alright? What hurts, mate? Just my back. Just your back?
Yeah.
Okay, can you feel your feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, take him up the bank, alright?
Yeah. Did you get that?
So legend status achieved there from Richard Melton Baxter. Did you get that? Basically, we were under full course caution for a very long time. So Christian's caught the mods, and he's made a pass on mod 14, who we raced in Heat 1. We go green in the middle of the boot, which is not ideal. I believe Simon Fuller and Peter Scott, who were behind me, also kind of suffered from being halfway around the corner as we went green. So Christian's made his way very efficiently past mod 14 here. We haven't done so. So Christian is now making his moves up, and Christian's gone up another place as well. We're going to see if we can get this guy on the exit and get a really clean exit, and actually, yeah, we do. We get past there as well. Christian, like I said before now, had about a 2-second lead. We have to go all the way around the outside because mod 14 kept his nose in there, so we don't want any contact, but again, that's going to delay us. That's not ideal. We've got mod 24 up ahead. Again, that's someone else that we overtook in Heat 1, and Christian already is beginning to make a breakaway. We get a nice clean run and some slipstream. Here we go, up into Christmas corner, on the brakes, got it nicely stopped, and we're now going to try and make our way after Christian. Like I said, it's not going to be easy because Christian it's probably fair enough. All order has been restored in the universe now because Christian, like I said, had that 2-second lead. It wasn't his fault, but there was a whole kind of full course caution, and everyone kind of bunched up. What was that? I'm doing this voiceover at home. It sounds like someone's just crashed through the ceiling. I'm gonna hide down here. But you can see here actually we've had a pretty decent kind of lap there, and we appear to be reeling Christian in a little bit. I'm beginning to smell a little bit of blood here. Christian just gets a little bit of a slide on, kind of like mid-corner. We are probably getting a bit of a distant slipstream now as well. But just here, I'm going to start overdriving, just slightly wide on the exit, and Christian is inching away from us now. We're getting punished all the way down this hill. Into the braking, we do quite a good job of the braking down. Christian really close to the edge of the track, using absolutely every inch of that track, and we're good round here as well, but wait for it, completely overexcited. Huge slide, and I waste all of that momentum, and then we're going to get it wrong into this corner as well. Really wide there. I like to take a nice tight line through there, and essentially because we drove like a dick, we have lost all of that time, and I continue to drive like a dick. We don't get overtaken. Basically, the top four kind of string out a little bit, but it would have been possible, I think, to get up onto the back of Christian and give him a race. But so I'm new to this series. I'm not new to overdriving though, so this is just a kind of perennial issue. I always look back at my footage and I think, oh dear, just half a mile an hour too fast in there, ruins the exit. It's a tale as old as time as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, this is pretty much, oh dear, all over that curb again. Christian makes more time up on us. So basically this is it. This is all that happens. So we're going to skip forward, and I believe we're going to have some lunch. What do you think of your lunch, Richard?
I'm disappointed. The ratio of wrap to chicken is poor, and there's the addition of cucumbers, which, whilst I appreciate the offering, I'm not a fan of. So on the whole, I'm going to score this 2.5 out of 5. I think.
It's not a fluke. Look at that. Look at the ratio. There's the chicken at the bottom and the wrap at the top. The chips are banging though. Right, that's enough messing around with lunchtime. You people want to see some racing. This one we're starting P9, no way through there. We've got Gary in the 17 on our left. Nick Williams with number 3. That means he has finished third in last year's championship. Very, very quick on the inside. Not sure what happened to Gary's drive there. Nick and I seem to sort of drive away from him, so not really sure what happened there, but we're up one place, so we're up into P8 now. We've got an awful lot of work to do, and the field, the grid, the sort of top 4 drivers are stacked at the front. I believe they're 1, 2 and 3. I think Simon Fulham at the moment is leading this race. So we've got the kind of the fastest drivers at the front in this one, and if I want to join their battle, it's going to be very, very tough. And I'm going to have to get through these guys very, very quickly. We're really slow through this bootleg section. First lap, cold tyres, everyone kind of taking it very easy there. But we're going to make a decent amount of time. Oh no, we're not actually. Maybe it's next lap. We get it kind of wrong there, don't we? And look, you know what I was saying earlier about getting some slide on mid corner and a corner exit in turn 2. It really punishes you up the hill. We got punished up the hill there. Someone kicks up some dust, we just need to settle down a little bit now. We need to work out how we're going to get past Nick. We've got Rich Melton Baxter, who did a fantastic job, actually, by the way, of repairing his kart. There's quite a lot of damage to the front end of that kart when he went into those barriers. You're going, what are you doing? Probably about 60 miles an hour when you hit the brakes there. And Richard had to take evasive not to take someone else off. Hit the grass, basically didn't slow down at all, and went all the way up that bank through the tyres. Big hit for poor little Richard Melton Baxter there. Just there, look at Nick on that curb. He did actually get airborne slightly. I'm not sure if the video showed it, but obviously if you are in the air in one of these go-karts, it's very difficult to put any power down. Now Nick here actually waves me through. I wasn't entirely sure whether he was waving me through or not. It looked like very much that he was, and I checked with him afterwards, he was. What he's trying to do here is work together, and if I can make a move on the 2 ahead, he's thinking perhaps he can sneak through as well. I believe Nick has been racing Prokarts for decades, and very, very experienced, wily old fox. So that's what happened there. We're up another position, so we are now in P7. And Rich Melton Baxter's going for a move on the 77 of Richard. Is it Ware? It's an
Great
Tom Angier.
5th place. Involving not Tony White, this is Richard Ware and Richard Melton Baxter, who is back in the karts off that off he had earlier at Christmas. Luckily he was alright from that and was able to get the kart repaired, and he was good to go again. Considering the amount of time he'll have had before this event.
About 35 minutes, 40 minutes, I think.
Oh, it was, yeah, something like that.
If you went in nose first, it would have been a steering column, track rods, and hopefully that was it, really. But he drove it back round, didn't he? So I don't think it was as damaged as it could have been. But yeah, certainly had his work cut out just to check everything nonetheless. Great to see him back out and fighting at the sharp end of this race.
On lap number 5, Matthew Sprague's lead is 3.8 seconds over Chris French, who's got Steve Pickles on his tail. In the Prokarts, Ewan Rayner is ahead of Christian Bellaby, the number 4 leading the Macy Cup winner. It's Peter Stott in 3rd, Simon Fuller, Richard Ware, Richard Melton Baxter, and it's Tom Angier who won one of the earlier heats in the category. He's got Nick Williams, Gary Evans and Rob McGeehan in the top 10, and that's a pass from the 27 on the number 5. That's Tom Angier going through on Richard Melton Baxter. That's for 6th position in class.
Yeah, great move that. Got it stopped just in time to get it in and around Christmas Bend and hold the position up the other side. As we move forward to our leaders in class, that's the number 4 and the M plate still leading the way. Very much a status quo at the minute. I don't think we're going to see too much of a challenge at the moment. Just slightly over half distance, so plenty of time left over.
Nick Williams has been given a contact warning flag, so he'll need to be careful from here on in. But we'll look at the top 2 in the Prokarts, Ewan Rayner and Christian Bellaby. This could be another different class winner from the heats. This time of Rayner. Christian Bellaby won one of the earlier ones, and Tom Angier won the one earlier this morning. So we could be from 3 different race winners in each heat in the Prokarts in this final heat before the finals later on your Sunday afternoon at Whilton Mill in Northamptonshire.
Yeah, so I wanted to include some of that footage. It was a really good little battle that we were having, sort of the 4 of us there, and at the front of the field. So the Alpha Live stream, is it Alpha Live? Anyway, the TV cameras picked up a lot of this, so we did make a move on Rich, so we're up one place, and yeah, we're getting some good slipstream off the 77 of Richard Weir. Now, I believe he had a cracked chassis, so he's done and doing an amazing job to drive as quickly as he is, actually. Doing a brilliant job here, but can we make our way up? Just whilst we are following Richard around, a couple of other things that I just want to say. This weekend, you might have seen that there was a link to a charity, which is Cancer Research UK. Tim Kansas, who is an all-round absolute legend, the man who is we go wide there, who has helped absolutely dozens and dozens of people in the GXUK paddock. He has been personally affected by cancer, as we go for the move on Richard there. It's quite a long way back, actually, we sent it. So if anyone can donate on that link, I know that Tim and all of us who have or in all likelihood will be affected by cancer in the future will really benefit. So thank you very much to anyone who's able to do that. I will put the link to that charity in the description. Thoughts with Tim at the moment, and particularly as he's someone who has helped so many people up and down this paddock, and loads and loads. The response, by the way, has been fantastic. Loads and loads of money raised in memory of a loved one of Tim's. So. Just wanted to say that we've made the move now up into P5. Next man up the road is Simon Fuller, but you'll notice he's nowhere to be seen. And so it's taken us a little while to get through the pack, and the top four have just disappeared. So there's not that much more overtaking. So I'll just say a couple of other things. Unfortunately, because I'm an idiot, I did not record the final. So that's a real shame. There was loads of action. An absolutely brilliant battle between Christian Bellaby and Peter Scott that I had a front row seat for. Really kind of like clean, intense battle. Excellent watch. Those guys were faster than me, and because they were fighting, I was sort of able to get back up onto the back of them. We're gonna we started the final in P3. As a result of the heat results, we got a P1, a P2 and a P5 in this heat here, in terms of my first ever sort of pro kart race in dry conditions, I'm actually really pleased with that. Really delighted by that, and so started the final P3 and ended at P4. So in the final, I didn't get a particularly good start. We had two amazing starts and then one average one, and then actually I went backwards at the start in the final. So unfortunately we didn't get a pot. Apart from, we did, because very kindly, thank you very much to whoever made this decision, the organisers at Access Karting, I was awarded the Driver of the Day trophy. Absolutely delighted. I did go home with a pot, even though I did not finish on the podium. So I'm really delighted by the karting here. It's sort of next step up from the GX senior grid, I think this is really important. The GX UK grid is an absolutely fantastic starting point into only driving karting. The karts are cheap, simple, and they're a fantastic sort of thing to learn on. And then ideally, I think that the next stage would be to go a little bit faster. And so that's kind of what I've done, along with a couple of others. Rich Melton Baxter, I think, was the first one to go from GX UK to GX Prokarts. So I kind of followed in his footsteps. And I would say, if anyone in the GX UK senior grid would like to know anything more about Prokarts as we enter the final lap, and would like a test in mind, I'm really happy to consider that. I suppose I should probably caveat this. I need to know you and I need to trust you if I'm going to let you have a go in my pride and joy. I don't want a load of people I've never met from the internet demanding a go in my go-kart. And also probably a weekend where there's a Friday session as well, because if we actually only get 2 sessions in Prokarts. We do half a day on the Saturday and then the full day on Sunday. that does make it cheaper, right? It's £100 for the weekend in Prokarts, so it's even cheaper than the already fantastically priced Access Karting weekend racing. So yeah, anyone, I've spoken to a couple of people. We've got a really good grid actually in Prokarts. It was the first Access Karting event to sell out. So here we are. Because I am a megalomaniac, I like to take a podium selfie and delay the entire award ceremony for everyone else. I haven't been able to do it very much, and I don't think I'll be able to do it much in the future either, so I wanted to take the opportunity there. I think that's Ollie who won two-stroke driver of the day, doesn't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. And then coming up next, we're going to have our podium, so very well done to Ewan Rayner who won, and Christian Bellaby, Peter Scott, and also Ash who won the novices. See you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching.
In second place, Peter Scott.
Hey, you got it,
Well done, boys. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Mango Motorsport, a community for racing fanatics.